Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to a late Friday night edition of news for the community. And in this case, it is a Kabam Mike post that, quite frankly, I'm very happy to see because it has been no secret that at the end of last season's Alliance War, there was drama, right? There were Reddit posts, there were people saying that piloting was still rampant amongst the top master alliances and that they were always one step ahead. This is kind of like the analogy of Kabam getting, I don't know, semi-automatics and the top piloters getting automatics. Basically, the analogy states that whatever Kabam does to improve, the cheaters will always be one step ahead to go undetected. And that really has meant people posting that they are willing to spend hundreds of dollars to buy devices like iPads for piloters for 1 or 2 time usages so that they are undetected just to do 1 or maybe 2 Alliance Wars worth of fights before the device is not even used anymore. That is some top level CEO kind of shady stuff. But Kabam knows that these posts have occurred, and Kabam Mike has put out this post, and this reminds me of the steroid era in baseball. See, when steroids in the late 90s, when Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire were going against each other, steroids weren't banned. And there were a lot of people who were using things that were technically legal, even though ethically they were shady as heck, and then they officially got banned. Well, piloting, I feel like, is kind of like that for the MCOC community. Even though it has been illegal for quite some time, the terms of usage and the terms of agreement have kind of been skipped over by several people, and we didn't really see this piloting issue talked about from Kabam headquarters itself until Alliance War Seasons came out. So now, if you don't like to read, I always promise you that I will do the reading for you, as I am a professor and attempt to read myself, though I'm in Oklahoma, so who knows how I can read anyways. But let's talk about this. Summoners, we want to take this opportunity to remind you all that sharing your account information with other summoners, including Alliance members, is against the rules, puts your account at risk, and can result in actions being taken on your account and your Alliance. We are continually improving the methods that we use for the detection of cheating, including piloting, and also continue to refine the manner in which we address behaviors such as this. We will be taking a more aggressive stance, hence the steroid suspension analogy in baseball, and in escalating the punishments to individuals who we have found guilty of piloting going forward, including semi-permanent and permanent in-game bans. Do not share your account information with other summoners or services found online. So, we have this post that is Kabam's strongest statement yet to say we know people are still piloting and they're probably still trying to get undercover ways of doing it with maybe hidden IP addresses and etc. I have no idea, for the record, what Kabam Mike means by them figuring out new ways to catch this. I don't know if they're hiring the Canadian FBI. That's a joke, by the way. Who knows? But what I do know is that piloting really does put alliances at an unfair advantage, and there are several great YouTubers and MCOC players in general who are in those top master brackets fighting the top of the top, who don't pilot and deserve the chance to get those top Alliance War rewards at the end of seasons without having to worry that the other alliances are cheating and piloting from across the world in some cases against them. So I, for one, welcome this post, and I think Kabam Mike was spot on to do this in between seasons to kind of put the fear of God, if you will, into the community to hopefully before season 4 starts, have this be a further addressing going forward. Now, my point is this. We know that somehow piloting is still going to happen. It's probably going to happen at the top of the top. And so my challenge to Kabam Mike and my challenge to Kabam in general is to post publicly if and when this happens in a top platinum or master tier Alliance War alliance, who it was and what the consequences are, to continue to form full transparency, and most of all, to set an example for other alliances to say, hey, we don't care if you're the top whale of whales, we will still hold you accountable, because I have read too many comments that people have said, look, we don't believe a word you're saying, Kabam. The people who spend the most money on this game and who keep the lights on for you are the ones that you're going to protect. And so you can say whatever you want about statements, but you're not going to hold those alliances to the same standards that you would, say, a silver alliance. Well, this is your chance, Kabam, to say we have heard your feedback and we are going to make an example out of a top alliance. So, Lord help us if that happens. Hopefully no one pilots and this is the last time we hear about it, but chances are some people are still going to try to do everything they can to get those top rewards. And so Kabam, here's your challenge to put your money where your mouth is, literally. Be transparent if you are suspending either temporarily or permanently some top Alliance members, and make sure when Alliance Wars Season 4 starts that there is no cheating and that any suspicion of cheating, even at the very top, gets not only punished but publicized so that we know you are serious about this very aggressive post that you commented about today. So there you go. Protect yourself against piloting bans. Kabam Mike coming out tonight on a Friday and insinuating that they have new technology to help catch piloters and that they're going to make this a #1 priority going into Alliance War Season 4. I hope they're right. I hope that there's no cheating, because there are so many well-deserving members out there of other alliances that aren't doing anything wrong, and they really deserve a fair chance on skill alone to make it to the top of Alliance War Seasons. Thanks for watching, YouTube.